Hi everyone, welcome to a quick update for High Plane Games. My name's Simon, as it always has been on all of the videos so far. Just going to do a quick 5-lap race around Sochi in Russia with a lovely mod that I've found for, I found them actually for F1 2012, 13 and 14, which I own on PC. I don't have 10 or 11. If I spy them very, very cheap, I'll get them. But it's realistic damage mods. It comes with 6 different things that you can... settings that you can use, and you just drop it into the folder of the game that you're going for. It's got backup of the original, because if you go online to race online, it will throw you out of online races for mismatching. So if Ben, you come and play with me, I'll have to quickly switch it back. But essentially what it means is that you can alter the damage level so that things are a bit more realistic, ultra realistic, or you can turn it down so it's only slightly realistic. I've gone for all realistic, and I think what I'll do is I'll do a massive crash down at turn 1 just so that you can see what's going on. I am in the Caterham as Kamui Kobayashi in homage to the fact that my favourite driver will not be in F1 for 2015. Only a week to go before we go green flagging on that. And Caterham won't be there, but Marussia will, under the banner of Manor, which is amazing, quite frankly. So we're doing like a final hurrah to Caterham. What view should we go for? Let's go for me usual. So apologies. Hang on, we'll do the big crash down at turn 1, then we'll do my apologies. Because I'm sure there are several apologies that need to be done. There normally is. But you'll get to see exactly how... So if... Oh no, that's not going to work. But... There we go. See, automatically and... Oh, look at... I assume that'll be Massa. Oh no, it's Bottas. Okay. But you can see the actual carnage that happens. Loving the destruction. The wheels going everywhere. I know that's not realistic, but just the fact that they all do fall apart. Right, let's go back and do a singular flashback, and let's see if anyone... So if I just... I'm not going to knock the back of anyone, am I? Might happen down at turn 4. Let's see. See how that would probably have just... Oh, there we go. There's a couple of drivers that were off down at the corner. I'll have to restart this. But can you see just how much better the damage is? So one hit in the barrier, you're out. The slightest touch of people will mean an end plate will fall off. Most likely your whole front wing. It just makes everything so much more challenging and more realistic. I give it thumbs up. These mods are available at racedepartment.com. So do please go to the download section and grab yourself them. Very tiny files, work really well. So on to news as I go racing, which might mean that I will pause and stutter a wee bit and forget to change up gear because I'm busy looking behind at the trio that was going on. Firstly, apologies for the general lack of videoage. There we go. That's a thing of how easy it is to lose your front wing. Chilton. Oh, and Bianchi. Ooh, go me. Ooh, didn't like that. I've still not quite got the hang of this. Oh, Perez with no front wing. What you do find is because so many of the drivers do smack their front wing, it gives for some really interesting results. And I was playing a season mode of this, and I was replacing Pastor Maldonado because I thought, well, I'll be crashing everywhere. Every single driver except Kobayashi scored that year because oh dear, that was terrible cutting. Because of the way how some of the tracks went, where just people were crashing into each other left, right and centre. Notably Monaco was the big one, and at Singapore I had the safety car out and things like that. It was really, really interesting. That's someone else that's missing a front wing after that stop. It does kind of eke itself out after the first lap. It's just the first lap or two that's normally a drama, unless the AI is terrible. Which it isn't always in this, so I can see... Oh! There's an issue. Whoa! This is unexpected. So someone's out. I'm assuming that's the Ferrari, unless it's managed to turn itself around the right way. Okay, you know it's wrong when Maldonado and Kobayashi are battling over 8th. Oh, you're stuck so long in the racing line. Nice, I got him as well. So yeah. Oh, 2 more drivers out there, so must have been another shebang. So, apologies for the lack of video so far in March. I unfortunately, sorry Massa, had a bereavement in the family, which has meant that I've kind of been quiet on all of the things that I do at the moment. So it's not just here that I've been quiet, on my music website and stuff like that. I've sat and not done a lot whilst I think and sort things out. I will be back up to normal videoing very, very shortly. But the thing that I wanted to bring people's attention to is something that I'm doing on Twitter. And it's the second year I'm doing it, but it's trying to rally more people into it. It's the 52 Game Challenge, which is the hashtag on Twitter that we're using. It's run by a guy called Ninja Bearhug, which is an amazing Twitter name, if I may say. So Stu is a retro gamer, and he is got a mini claim to fame for raising money for a 24-hour SingStar-a-thon. I think it was I think it was Great Ormond Street. I can't remember off the top of my head when trying to control this caterum. But great fun was had by all. Money was raised for a charitable cause. Great man. So for the second year in a row, we're doing 52 game challenge. The idea is that you complete 52 games within the course of a year. Now I get that as I record this, we've just moved into the 6th of March, but there's still tons of time because it doesn't matter what type of game it is that you want to get involved in. And I'd quite like to see other people that comment and chat on here getting right involved. So if you are on Twitter, hashtag 52 Game Challenge. We're all busy liking and favouriting and commenting on what everyone else is doing. Doesn't matter what type of game, doesn't matter if it's retro or current, doesn't matter if it's mobile, if that's really what you want to go down. It's just getting to 52 games by the end of the year. Some people choose some right bitches to play. It seems to be the flavour at the moment is everyone's got Zelda's remake of Majora's Mask going on, which I don't have. So that won't be me. I'm currently on 7 games out of 52. I shall catch back up shortly because obviously funeral and so on and so forth to be had, and the demise of a family member meant I've been a bit busy for a few weeks, so I need some catching up. And there's a demise of very few people in this race. We're down to 17 runners and riders. Oh no, no, oh dear. That's not quite right. That's going to lose my front wing. Yeah, I knew it would. So let's do a replay flashback on that one. But we'll do an instant replay first, please. Oh! And I clouded a Sauber at the same time. Whoopsie! It's these little bits where I'm like, yay, particles. So yes, 52 game challenge. Go nuts for it. Ooh. Oh yes, what a survival skill. So that is what I recommend, and I'm trying to follow people that have done it. Oh, Bottas there crashed out somewhere along the line. Did he take someone with him into the pit lane? Nope, they've all continued on. Oh, this track's doesn't flow, does it? If it was 290 for my liking. That's really the main news and update that I have. I'm planning to go a bit retro with PS2 because it is the 15-year anniversary of PlayStation 2 this week. Be very interested to hear what people's favourite PS2 games are from that era. I've got plenty that I can think of. In fact, PS2 is my biggest collection of games, I think, that I've got. So I feel that we need to get back to some PS2 action very shortly. And I'm also having a craving to test out my PS4's share function, maybe get some live streaming going finally, once and for all. And I have some holiday at the end of this month where I plan to get some good content out for the rest of the year and not miss Apexes like that, although it appears to have caused a massive crash behind. Don't know what happened there. I've fooled some people anyway. La la la. I've still got one more lap to go after this. Come on, Si. Now, if only Caterham had asked for real damage in real life. So, yeah, I suppose actually the last thing to mention, F1 season starts next week. Suspiciously underwhelmed. Anyone's opinions on what's happened with Fernando Alonso, I'd be very interested to hear them. I saw a report today that says that he can't remember, when he awoke from his crash, he couldn't remember the last 20 years of his life and thought he was still in karts and wanted to become a Formula 1 driver, which I find interesting, but actually adds a lot of weight to what's going on with Alonso. Will we see him back this year at all? Has he thought, actually, this car is such an absolute dog that I don't want to drive it, and I'll sit out the season and wait for Magnussen and Button to do the donkey work and either come back next year or find myself in a slightly different team for 2016. Who knows? Everyone get your tinfoil hats out and your conspiracy theories. There are plenty of them. Good to see Lotus looking a little bit better than they were last year. Sauber could be nice. I really do want to see Felipe Nasr do very well. I think he's a good regular talent that deserves some attention. Verstappen, I still err on the I'd quite like you to fail miserably, but I don't think he will. At the moment it looks like Sainz Jr. will be the fail of that. And of course I will be donning everything that I have for Marussia / Manor for Will Stevens as well, to get us and the Manor F1 team through the 107% rule and onto the grid for the race. So that was a quick taster of the full damage mod for F1 2014. There's one for, I think, 12, 13 certainly, because I've got them. I'm assuming 10 and 11 as well. And you can download them over at racedepartment.com. You guys all take care, and I'll see you soon on Higher Playing Games. Bye for now. 52 game challenge!